Hi everyone, it's Katrin with Blend Precisely. Today is November 29th and I'm coming live to you because I wanted to show you how to create not only your own images. We're going to look at Midjourney today and Canva, but also I prepared a whole bunch for our Blend Precisely tool where you can actually exchange the images of the categories as well. Then I'm going to show you how to change the images of your product creations. So I'm going to just give me 1 second to start sharing my screen and then we can get started. All right. So let's get started. And let me know if you can hear me. As always, let's make sure that's working. Okay. Yep, it should be working. All right, so let's get started. So I prepared a whole bunch of graphics for you. Share screen, entire screen, and let's go over here. And let me know if you can see the screen. Okay, I'm gonna put myself down here in the corner. All right, so I prepared a whole bunch of graphics here for you, and they are all the size of the Instagram highlights. And let me just pull up an Instagram highlight because you can use them for that as well. Not now. So let's go home. If I can see it on a desktop, that would be really cool. Mostly we do Instagram from the phone. So, okay, these here, these little round circles, these are called Instagram highlights. So these ones you can create like these covers. So I'm going to create a customer one, and then the one over here, the Berlin one, I'm probably gonna take out. But anyway, so these covers you can create with different colors and with different backgrounds and all these types of things. And then if you go to any of other account, let's just go and see if we can find Aroma Connect. Let's see, I don't think we have these there yet. Let's go to, I'm going to see if Fawn has them, Last Drop Essentials. Okay, so Fawn doesn't have them right now. So basically you can create categories here based on your business, and then you can see if what kind of graphic you want to show. And why they do graphics is basically it looks really cute once you have everything unified and something different for your users to click on to see more information. Let's say you're going to have a Christmas sale, right? So you could actually put here, let's go back to Fawn, you could put here a little highlight and say Christmas sales. So it's a bit of an organizational tool, but also it looks really cute, I think. So if you have these resources, Blend Precisely behind the scenes, polls, general information, and then app details. So it gives the customer the option to actually check out certain things that are important to your business and also maybe to the sales mechanism of your business to go in there right away. Now, to create these highlights, I prepared a bunch of, sorry, a bunch of these templates for you in Canva. And if you click into one, you can see that the size of these ones are actually, let me just see, 1920, I believe, 1920 by 1080. Let me just go, 1080 by 1920, of course, because the height is 1920 pixels, and then the width is 1080. So these ones you can actually use, specifically for your Instagram highlights, but I prepared them at the same time for you to use them in your categories up here. So depending what type of categories you have, so Blend Precisely comes pre-populated with all, and then animals and beauty, health, home, kids, I think pregnancy and travel. So they come already pre-populated with these type of images. But of course, you might want to customize it to your own taste, to your own things. So you could use these ones here for that as well. So I prepared these different categories here. And I'm going to just show you how you would use them right now. And then I'm going to show you how to use Midjourney to actually elevate a little bit of your art and craft. And you can use Midjourney then for anything else you do in your business. And I just wanted to show you the process, basically what I go through from creating, or taking Canva elements. Like, you see those ones by now more and more and more. If you have the professional version, these are the little ones with the pro version, then you have a little bit more of a better choice as well. Yet, if I go to essential oil websites, I can see a lot has been used for Canva. So if I look at some websites all over, like aromatics and other websites, I can see that they're going into Canva and they're using Canva images. So the next level up is going to be, of course, AI. Hi, Jackie. It's going to be AI, and it's going to be also just a different kind of image creation. Now, if you create your product images, that's a whole different thing, because you do want to show off your product, and then you need to use your product. But for creating any kind of flyers and labels and anything like this, you can start elevating your entire brand by using an AI tool, or Midjourney I use in this case, which is an AI tool, and create different kind of images. All right, now let me just show you how I get these ones in. I'm not going to do all, but I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So first of all, when you're in Blend Precisely, you want to make sure you click this little edit image up here. That allows you to edit the category images and then the formulation images. And then you can come back here, and once you've created your own, you can use these ones obviously, but once you have created your own, you can use them this way. So why I created those ones in 920 by 1080 is because they fit into the categories, and then you can actually use them as well on your Instagram account. So it's pretty cool. Let me just download a few. So you can choose between images and then also writing, and I'm going to give you a choice between all of them. So I'm gonna download, let's download, this one is this, and then let's download the beauty, and then we can also download this one. I don't have the Valentine's right now. Pregnancy we can download as well. I guess I do like images a lot. So I'm going to download those ones as a PNG, and then I'm gonna open them up. Let me just open them up quickly. They're almost downloaded. Okay, let's see in a moment. And then I would come in here and actually choose them. But before I can use them, I need to unzip them. I'm going to show this quickly to you here. You have to unzip the file if you use Canva. Okay, so here's the zip file, and I have to double click into the zip file, and then it opens up all of my images here. Now I can, let me just go back here and make this a little bit bigger. Okay, now let's add the image all and go in here for all formulations. And then it's uploading. Oops, just a second. It worked just before. Let me just do it one more time. That would be so funny if, of course, right now it would not show. Oops, there you go. Let's see. Open. It's not working right now. That is too funny. Let's try this one. Okay, I don't know why the first one. That's weird. Okay, so you would go along here, animals, and then let's see. I'm going to check the beauty. Pregnancy. Let's put the pregnancy in. That's this one. And I think beauty we have as well. This one. And then let's put this one here to just show how the image would look like if you have something written. So then here in this case, you can fill out your categories and they will all fit in perfectly. So if you're using these ones, make sure they are always centered. And you can, if you take them off center, for example, right now, you can go ahead, go here, highlight the image, position, click center and middle, and then you can see that it's just right in the center, and that one will fit right into your category images here. So you can just make sure that you center everything. The same with the writing, you just center everything and then they will come up perfectly in the middle. Okay, so for these ones, for these puppies down here, when you want to, let me get out of edit image mode and let's go back to all. If you want to use those images, I believe, let me just go back here, home, and then we're going to create a design on Midjourney. Create, and then I think you need to create, let's see, create, I believe it was 600 by 394. You create a design like this. And then let's say, let's put a frame in here so it will always fit perfectly in. I just chose an empty frame, go up, like this, going to center it and middle it. And then I'm going to choose a cosmetic product maybe. So let's say that is your product photo. Let's see what I have here. Let me just take this essential oil bottle. So you have this one, and then you can actually duplicate and do this for all kinds of photographs. If you want a different background, I would, for example, if you want to set it apart with a different background, you can do that as well. Then you just go ahead. So it's 600 pixels by 394. Then you go ahead and download it. And let's just download one. Done. And then you download. And then you come back over to your formulations. So you have uploaded, obviously, your product image to Canva. Then you come into your formulations. You go ahead and click edit again. And then you will add this image to your images here. Okay, and then you basically have, and then you can fill it out as much as you want. So you want to then just simply change your images to what this is. Now let me show you how I would go about using Midjourney. And I'm going to bring this over to my other screen. Midjourney is an AI tool for imagery, and it's extremely cool and you can get lost in it like crazy, but it allows you literally to create the most beautiful things. Like with anything in AI, you do need to create an account and you do need to know the prompts. And the prompts are basically everything what will tell the bot what to create. And you can see that I created those ones in here. Father's Day, Mother's Day images, and so on. So based on what you want to create, you have to give the prompt to AI. Now, let's say we are going to create a Christmas scene, maybe, okay, for our product or so. So you go back, you click down here, imagine prompt. So that's always the first thing you do. And then you tell basically Midjourney what is in your imagination. And that's why I like it so much. So you basically can create a really cool scenery. So let's take, for example, a German Christmas market. People are wandering around. The scene is candlelit, and for example, and the scene is candlelit and children are holding Christmas ornaments. Let's just say that. And then you're going to go ahead, and what I always do is just simply click to prompt it. So you basically just hit and enter. And then you can create a few, because every time something else comes up. So you could then also say, let's say this one, and then make it a watercolor theme, Van Gogh style. Let's just say that. And go, did I write them? No, I think I wrote them right. Okay, and then we can see the differences. And then basically what you can do, and I'm going to show you in a moment, once it's all done, it takes like a few seconds only to really create all of them. And this one is like creating in a moment. It's 15% there. This one is done. So I can enlarge it and see if I like any of these ones. I find this one, for example, pretty cute with a candle here. Often you have to look out for hands and nose and stuff being weird. But if I decide to say, it's like, oh, this one is a really nice one, I'm just going to get a bigger version of that. And then I click U3, sorry. That's the third one. Now let's look at this one here. This one has a drawing. This one is more of a photographic style. And the children are touching this. None of them is really touching my interest. And this one is the Van Gogh style, meaning a painted, watercolor painted style here. So that's really cute too here, the UV. So I can create a larger version of that, or I can say take image number 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and create 4 more versions of image number 4. And then when it does that, so I can grab this one, basically copy the image, and then go over to Canva. Let me just go there and use this one here right away and paste the image in here. And then I have already a completely different scene, feel, and look of the entire image. And then I could use this one, share, download, just page number 2, done, download. That's the sound of Midjourney being done. And then I can see here, this image, it gave me 4 different new versions of the candles with the children around. So I might find another one just better. And then if I decide, for example, it's like, oh, I don't know which one, but maybe I take number 2, I go for a larger version of number 2. And then it creates the larger version of number 2. I go in here, copy image, and then bring it back over basically to Canva. It uploads for you in Canva over here all these images, and then you can use the image in the next one. So there are a ton of possibilities that you can create with Midjourney. Now, Midjourney is a tool that you download to your computer and you can play around with it. The most important part, I think, for Midjourney is that you need to tell Midjourney what you like and be really super creative in, let me just go back, in your ideas. So you really can let out whatever you have found interesting. You can also say, let me just show you one more thing. You can also imagine, prompt, say essential oil bottle display, photographic style with emphasis on one bottle, no writing, oops, and then aspect ratio. We don't need right now. Let's do it this way and see what it creates, and then we can use it. So meanwhile, I'm gonna come back here. I thought I downloaded this one. Download image, page 2, done, download. And then I go back in here, edit image, and here it is, the scene of Christmas, and then I can upload this one. Now, obviously, I would upload a picture or an image of my products here, but I wanted to show you that, for example, if you have a theme going on your Instagram account and you're using the images here you have created over and over again for other things. You're going to create a brand, a line, or maybe just for Christmas, you're saying, okay, I'm going to make everything watercolor, Van Gogh style, Christmassy. So you're trying to really come out with creativity and ideas and themes here. And let's say here the essential oil display, you can then use also an advertisement and everything else. So I'm not sure which one I like right now. And I would play around quite a bit actually. But I would say, okay, give me a few different versions of this version 1 and a few different versions of maybe the version number 4. And then you get another set of 4. And then you can choose if you like any of those ones. But the prompts will always be really to start out with Midjourney. So Midjourney, it's spelled Midjourney. It's a Discord app. It's part of Discord, so they will show up here. But you can use a free version. I have a paid version because I'm really working heavily in it. And I signed up here, I think 2022 January. So I'm working in it already for quite a while. So Midjourney is my go-to tool for any kind of creativity and new designs and new layouts, because to be honest, you do want to stand out with everything you can from the crowd. And that only happens through creativity. So I don't really like any of these ones. And yeah, I might like this one or this one behind here. But what I don't like so much about these ones is because the caps here, they are not really true caps. I feel like they are between dropper caps and atomizers. And I think that is not really realistic enough for me. While here you can see these are screw, so that could work. You have to be really detailed and careful what AI gives you back. But in general, these beautiful type of scenes, I can just show you a little bit in general here, what I've created. So this one was the pregnant woman as well. And then I created all kinds. So it's really comes down to your imagination with Midjourney and your type of what you want to express, really. So it goes beyond your traditional brand and beyond just a simple photograph from Canva, which at this point everybody is using. So AI allows you to use it, and also it makes it your images. So there is no copyrights attached to that. All right, so that was this part here. This is Midjourney bringing it into Canva, and then also creating designs. I mean, you can create entire scenes with this whole thing as you want. You don't need to stay. I can go on and on. I love it. So the other part, what we added to Blend Precisely, is the ingredient request form. So initially it was always an alone standing form outside of Blend Precisely. Now it's right inside of Blend Precisely. You've got the feature request form here, and you've got our ingredient request form here. Now you can simply fill it out from here. I get an email, and then I will be able to enter your raw ingredient within 24 to 48 hours, because sometimes we do get a lot of raw ingredients in. What I would like to ask you kindly is to always double check based on the Latin name if the essential oil is already in the system or not, or anything else, because we often see different common names. So there's maybe, let's say, rose geranium or geranium rose or so, but the Latin name is actually specific then to the oil, and we often have that already in the database. So if you go in here to check if we have the essential oil in here, you can go ahead and check by Latin name. Let's say arnica, and just see what comes up with for arnica, for example. Okay, arnica is in both names. But yeah, make sure you check the Latin name first, because we do see, obviously, and different common names depending which supplier. Often suppliers are also misspelling things. So it's a little bit difficult to, it just basically takes me much longer to figure out if something is already in the system or not, if I don't have the correct Latin name and or the Latin name is already in the system, but most people go by the common name. So the Latin name is our North Star, basically, and then the Inky name, of course, too. But again, also many suppliers put a weird Inky name in there. And then what really greatly helps me is if I get a link here, and most of you are doing this, but a link directly to the product, not just to the website, but to the actual product. And what I do with this is just to make sure to understand is I basically double check, and I also go into the batch reports, into the GCMS data often, and look. Well, with lavender, it's very easy, but I do go into especially cosmetic products and look at all the SDS reports, the TDS reports, and everything else. So it's super helpful for me if you give me the direct link of the product, so I can go straight to the product. And then if there's anything missing on their website, I would actually contact them as well. So that's why it sometimes takes 24 to 48 hours too, because I contact the supplier and ask them, can you send me the report? I don't see it on your website. Or you mentioned an Inky name like this. Is that correct? Because I found a different one. So there's much work behind the raw ingredients because I want you to get the most accurate raw ingredients. So it goes basically both ways. Is definitely check the Latin name from your side. If it's really not in the system, then send it to me and I will definitely enter it. And that helps always greatly to just have the supplier name with the link to the product. So that's pretty much it. Let me see how I get back to you. Something changed. Let me stop the screen sharing. All right. Okay, so let me know if there are any questions. For some reason, it seems like where's StreamYard? Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me know if there are any questions. So basically, I showed you today how to fill in the categories in Blend Precisely, how to add an image there. Also, how to add an image to your product photos so it always looks the same and it looks nice. Then you can use the prepared templates. You can use them for your Instagram highlights. And if you don't have them, I would highly encourage you to set them up and use really beautiful graphics, maybe made in Midjourney. So your brand can stand apart from all the other brands because you will be adding your own style, your own vision of feeling around your brand. I think that is coming more and more. And if we still take a really ugly photographs, sorry to say that, but it's out there. We need good photographs, we need good designs, we need good inspirations, and everything is just growing more and more and more. And the only way to really stand out is by going with the trend. The thing is, what I often get is like, well, person A, B, and C doesn't do that. And you know what the difference is there? Mostly person A, B, and C, or C, has been out in the world for 20, 30 years. So they have made a name for themselves and they are driving their business based on their name. If you come with a new business and you're not an established aromatherapist since 30 years or cosmetic formulator since 30 years, where graphics don't matter so much anymore, maybe, but I would even challenge that, you will have a lesser chance of being seen as a professional. So you do need to up in your game when it comes to graphics, to fonts, to color coordinations and all of that. You do want to stand out. You do also want to be a little bit maybe obscure in everything because you want to have scroll stoppers, and scroll stoppers only happen if you create something people haven't seen before. And if it is a really bad design, people will scroll by anyway. So don't even try to do that, I think. So let me know if there were any questions right now, if you want to. Let me just see, I can go through this quickly one more time. So we added the raw ingredient request form in our app. So you can get it now if you use our little window from home, go all the way down to ingredient request form, and then you can fill out your request for new raw ingredients here. Then everybody who is currently part of Blend Precisely and our membership programs, the starter membership, you will find, let me just see, let me go in and I show you where you can find the designs. I will upload them this afternoon. So you have them, you can find them in the starter program. And then you can go all the way down to the bonus section and they will show up under Black Friday promotional pack. They will show up there. So you can definitely use them here. So when I say designs, I'm going to upload this one as well, if you like. And then definitely the designs I just showed you, which is here, all of these ones. Those ones are available to everybody who owns Blend Precisely and everybody who's part of our startup program. So you can use them. And for the ones that aren't, I showed you how to use Midjourney and you use them in Canva. But if you need any inspiration, you might as well become part of our startup program or something else and find all of the good stuff in here. So that's it from my side. I think if there are no questions, I'm going to basically say bye-bye for today. I hope this is somewhat inspiring and helpful. And if you have any questions around Midjourney or any of the tools, I am more than happy to answer them because I just love it. It's like a rabbit hole. It's like meditation. It's like something else. I love going into any kind of design and graphics and whatnot else. So have a wonderful day and I will talk to you really, really soon. Bye. Ciao.